Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel Tutor Things. Today in this video, we are going to see templates. So, what is meant by template in Angular or Angular templates? What why we use and how many types we can define that, and what is meant by template reference variable. These three things we are going to see in this video. So don't skip any part. Watch this video till end so that you will understand the example which I am explaining in this video. So I'm using Stackbridge website, which is a very cool online website, which is a web development website where we can develop backend and front end using JS. So by clicking on this Angular TypeScript, your Angular application will be created at that particular instant only within less time. So where we can practice instantly so that the concept of Angular will be uh, uh, easily you can practice by using this website likewise. So let's see templates. So before starting this video, like this video and subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon so that you will never miss any update from us. We have done so many tutorials before to this, like what is meant by component and directives and decorators. All these things I have explained in the previous videos. Like Angular concept, I have started where in every video I have explained you each and everything in a very detailed manner so that you will understand everything perfectly. So before coming into this video, watch those videos, so that will definitely help you to understand. And you can find all the links in the description easily. You can go to the playlist and check out those videos. So let's say template. Basically we know, right, template is nothing but a HTML view. So any application will have a view, right? So the thing which is visible for a user at the client at the front end, right? So that is nothing but a template here also. So in Angular, the HTML view we called as a template. So this can be defined in two types. One is inline and one is separate line. So in the template, what we'll do, the related information which you want to display in the website, we have in the view. So coming to Angular, the definition how we can give as it's an HTML view of Angular in which we write directives. So directives we have like structural directive, we have attribute directives, and we have component directives or custom directives also you can create like a. So all these things we are right in the HTML view only, like ng4, ngif, ng switch. We have seen all these examples also in the previous videos. Go to that structural directive kind of video so that you will understand what is meant by directives. So we write the directives in the HTML view only. So that view, how we are writing that is called as template. Inline also we can do, separate file also we can do. So let's see what is meant by inline and what is in the separate file. So separate file is nothing but we in the app component.ts file we have a component decorator, right? So in that we have to mention the template which is referred to this particular component. So what are the variables or data which are passing from this component will displayed or binded into that particular template only. So that template we should specify in two types. One is inline. Well, second one is separate file. Separate file is nothing but here template URL you have to mention, and where we have to give the file name, that is HTML file we know. So view HTML file will be the extension, and if it is the same folder, we have to you could dot and a relative path and the name of that file is enough. So instead of this, what you can do is, so instead of template URL you can also specify like a template directly, like inline only, like template. So you can mention like h1 template, h1 see tag I am using in the HTML, and whatever the content which I want I can mention that, and comma is missing, so that I will write the comma. Then you can see the hello name here, like instead of URL like it is in the separate file. What I have done, this is called as a inline definition of defining of template in inline. So inline template is we can write here. So not only one element, you can also mention another element. So div we can write so whatever the any tags we can mention here, so that will come as an output. Or the part I am missing here, yeah, some text should be mentioned, right, in div. Hi, after that hi I have written. So you can give see the div, like this is an inline defining of template, and also not instead of inline also you can do template URL where it is in a separate file. So this is how defining templates. So here it will refer to this HTML component, whatever present in this component that will display here. So instead of this, what we can do after that, one thing which you have to understand, that is uh, template reference variables. So the variables which we use as a reference in the templates, we call it as a template reference variables. So this template variables, why we use means to use the data from one part of template to other part of template. For example, so one part of template is we can consider as an input text box, the other component as button. So input text box, what we have is a C. Generally I have given input type as a text. So after that I have taken a button which is of type button, and I have written some method called as a click, and click function, click binding I have add, and click function I have add. So click, you can see, that method is not present, so it is creating error here. So what I have to do is I have to declare the method called as a click here, and then in that method what I want to do is I want to print the data which I am getting into this method as an output. So console.log I have written, so data which I passing to this thing I want to display it in the console. Okay, so C is the small over here. So console.log of data I want to print. Whatever the data passing to this method, I want to print in the console. So why error is I'm not passing any data here. So what I want to pass here is the thing which I am giving as an input in this text box I want to pass. So to make or use the data which is passing in the input text box into this template like button, where when I click on this button I want to call this method with the data which I am entering in this input. So how we can make this connection, how we can get this data is here we can use the type called as variable called as template reference variable. So syntax for this is we can give hash, and we can give some any name for that, like I have giving input text as a name for that, and I can pass that whatever variable template variable. This is not a normal typescript variable, this is a template variable. Here in template we are creating this variable for this particular template by using hash symbol. So that one I am referring when we clicking on this button, that should be passed right like that. Here in this you can't inspect option is not present. So what we can do is we can get this url in other page, so that you will get that here as an output. So you can inspect from here. Yeah, I have inspected, and console I have got. See, I have cleared console, and now see input text box is there and button is there, and button has a function called as a click, where we are passing the a template reference variable which is a input text, for which we have created is input for this text box I have created. So let's see how that will work. So input box is there. Here I am giving hello text, and I'm clicking here. So you can see here input, the thing which a reference template I have added, so that is coming. Even if you give hello or if you doesn't give hello, when you click on that you will get an input template, that one only. So whatever the template we have, like input template variable to which template we have declared, you can fetch that template. So and it's all its dom structures also. For example, if you have given to this not only input field, if you have given to that any other templates also, so that you can get all the dom structure which is present for that particular template. Okay, so instead of that what I want to get is value for that, whatever that value I am typing in that particular input field, or to get that value I have to use dot value for this. So for that dom value, whatever the value we are giving, that will log now. So whenever I click on that, the name which you have specified in the input text box, the value of that particular input text box field will comes into the log, that data we are passing into this click method. So likewise we can pass or use the data from one part of template to other part, that is done by using this template variables, that is a template reference variables. So use this template reference variables to perform tasks such as user input. Here user input only in a user passing the input, and we can make use of that when we are passing it to the ts file. So likewise, templates perform tasks such as user inputs or finely tune your application forms. So based upon the inputs, you can change or any like application forms you can do, like passing input values from a form. Likewise, you can do. So for creating any forms, you should make use of this template reference variable is mandatory. So like passing any value from template to the TS files, we can use this what we call as template reference variables. So that you should understand the difference between normal variables. Here name, you can see name is a normal TS variable property, or we can call it as. So these things we are getting in this by binding purpose, like by binding we'll get name, right? So here angular 14 is getting, so like that we are taking ts value from ts to view, that is other kind of variables. And from html also you can take the variables like by this input text, or what we call as template reference variables. So this is all about binding. So templates are used to um, display the data which we are getting from ts file, and where we use the directives also in this templates can be written in inline and also in a separate file. So that's all for this video all about templates in angular. I think you understood in a clear manner. So share these videos to your friends so that they will understand what is meant by templates or what is meant by template reference variables. If you are going to create any form in Angular, this template reference variables is mandatory. So to know the value of the particular field, so that we can pass to that. Finally, on submitting, we pass all those values likewise. So that's all for this video. If you like this video, give a big thumbs up below and subscribe to my channel for many more videos like this. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.